Hey everybody, Luke here, and I want to talk today about using a gel flask. So I personally have used one in the last few marathons that I've trained for and ran in. I'm trying to get more of my athletes to do the same. To me, it just makes way more sense, and especially when you're talking about how we want to get the bare minimum 30 grams of carbohydrates per hour in, and that's low. We really want to be getting 60 plus. Faster marathoners, we're looking at getting closer to 100 grams per hour. And so when you do the math on that, that's a lot of gels to try to fit on your person, right? And you see the people like safety pinning them to their shorts and their jersey, right? And you're like, it's like an armor suit of just gels hanging off of their body, right? And so it's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff to carry with you. And personally, I am a minimalist, right? Like I don't like carrying a lot of stuff with me. And so this has been a great fit for me. Um, so I don't know, they're like $4 or $5 online. You can get them in packs of 2 or 3 individuals. But it's something that I would do. This particular brand is Hammer Nutrition. I think there's a few more that make them, but this is probably the one I'm most used to. My wife was a triathlete, so they use a lot of Hammer Nutrition, and so we had these at the house, and then I started buying them myself. But you look at them, I have it wrapped in athletic tape just because it makes a better grip. And if you can see, it's grip for your handles too. So like in my hand, it's easy to carry too, right? So like you can put them in your shorts, which I love. Like most really good running shorts have really solid pockets in them now, right? Even split leg shorts, if you're a faster person, you want to wear like a 3-inch inseam on your split shorts. A lot of those have pockets. Like I know the Brooks shorts I have 2 really good pockets that will handle 2 of these no problem. They don't really bounce a lot. So if you really wanted to carry 2, maybe 3, you could carry one for the first hour and then have the other 2 as your backups. And it never really bothered me. But these are 5-ounce flasks, and they're marked. You can't see because I have it covered up, but it's marked every ounce up to 5 ounces. So what I would always do is I would put a gel in and then mark it with a Sharpie. And that's where the athletic tape also comes in because it'll stay on there a little bit better too. But you can mark it off where each gel is. So then you know how many gels you actually have in there. You take it in, you look at the line, boom, you're off, you're good to go. Which makes it really nice too, because you think about in a race, you're digging around, you're trying to get a gel, and then you're trying to open it and take it. And so you usually don't get what you want out of it, right? It's a process to do it. Where here you can just take it out of the flask, look and see where you're at on the line. And if you like sipping on these a little bit, you can do it. You can spread it out a little bit so it's not just a big lump of gel going into your stomach at one time. So you can really control the flow of how you're getting your nutrition in. And I love this because if this, to me, the most important thing is going to be the how are you really getting the calories, right? That's probably the biggest thing, because all else comes to fail. Like you can still take the water on the course, right? Or you can take whatever. A lot of times it's noon where it's just electrolytes anyway. So you really have more options for fluids on the course than you would for this. So this to me is the most important thing to have on you and not have just as a guessing game, right? So that's why I like it. And then for training, it's easy too, right? Because you can practice with these a lot easier than trying to carry 7 gels with you. You're able to get more into what exactly you're going to be doing on race day than, because a lot of times you get tired of it. Like you're just like, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to carry that. I'm not going to carry 7 gels with me, 8 gels with me. And you'd be surprised like what the volume of that is per gel with the packaging and everything. Like a typical 1-ounce gel, this holds 5, right? And so if you compare that to 5 packages in your hand and shoved in your pocket shorts, it's a big difference, right? And so you can carry a pretty big amount of caloric intake on your person and not really have to worry about a ton of volume, right? And then if you even want to go with the environmental factor, you're not tossing gel packets on the road, right? So, and then you can always reuse. You can toss them if you get annoyed with stuff on you, you can toss it. It's $4, or you just put it back in your pocket. It's fine. By the time it's empty, it doesn't weigh anything anyway. So, I just really, really like these, and I think with winter coming up as well, and if you're training for a marathon, it's going to be a lot easier to do it in these things too than carrying a gel a bunch of gels and then trying to take your gloves or your mittens off and trying to open these up. You can just have the gel flask and go from there. So I really am a big fan of these. I think if you really want to dial in getting in those calories, this is the way to go. I think it's a very easy thing to implement into your training to allow you to do that. Because to me, that's the biggest thing. Like most people who follow us, read the books, do the training plans, they're training hard. Like the training's not going to be the issue. A lot of times it comes down to the things like what they're doing for nutrition on race day and training. And this makes it just that much easier to do. And it's a simple, pretty cheap, easy solution to some problems that we have. Like, with carrying enough calories on our person and getting that in there. So I think it make a big difference for a lot of people. It's definitely helped me. And it just is nice to where you can actually have enough calories on you to meet what you need on race day and not have to worry about carrying a huge volume of gel packets shoved in your shorts and stuff. Because before I use these, I will say this, like I use SIS, Science and Sport, and they're a bigger packer like the Mortons. And I had 6 of them packed in my shorts, and 3 of them fell out, right? Because they're long, oblong. They just they bend and all that stuff, and they just kind of hit the right angles, and they fell out of my shorts. Where this, I've never had a problem. What I would do is I would usually carry the first one with me in my hand, and I would just make sure I got that in the first hour, and then I would just toss it, and then I'd have another one in my shorts, maybe a second one if I had the room and I just wanted a backup. But that's what I would do, and I've never had a problem with it that way. So just something to think about. Maybe ask for a stocking stuffer this year, and it's something that you can pick up. Like I said, from Hammer. A few other people make them, but this is the one I'm most familiar with. So hopefully that helps you out, and then some nice tricks there for you to stay on the nutrition aspect with your marathon training. So, all right, I will talk to you later. Have a good week.